and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Why am I yelling? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Pebble. A lot of people like the screaming style of streaming. I'm not a screamer, to be honest with you. Kind of more of an indoor voice kind of a guy. I will say though, I feel like my voice, I feel like I'm giving you something. I'm giving you a little, doing it, right? But, you know, I try, you know what I really miss? The early, I feel like, I could be wrong. I feel like my early streams when I first started doing this, excuse me, I've got fans on me, and I think they're blowing the air in my face. Okay. The early streams that we used to do, I felt like I could get to room voice better. I'm like, hey! Hey, okay, this is my room voice. This is my outdoor. This is my indoor voice. I don't know. I felt like we were able to get there. I don't care. That's not what we're here for. Not here to analyze me. All right? Even though that does become part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a show. My name is Pebble, and what I do is I stream live from my lovely apartment in Hollywood, California, not really actually, in Seattle, Washington. And we take the time to block out the outside world. And this is just me talking to everybody. Anytime, this is like the time where I can really let it out, really get out what I want to get out. But what I really do, instead of just coming in just blah 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 blah, which it seems like I'm doing, but I have a point. I stream video games, so I use the video games as sort of the jumping block. I use that as the centering point, actually. So I love video games, and this is true. And so we play all kinds of games, and it's very exciting because games are always changing. Consoles are changing, upgrading, new games are coming out. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be coming out hopefully sometime this year. That's what they say. It's so funny. Grand Theft Auto 6 is a funny thing. But then, you know, we play video games, and that gives us a good, like, center of gravity. We play it, it puts us in a good mood, and then you talk, or you don't talk, whatever you feel like doing. And that's the stream. That's what the stream is going to be. Today we have a game for you called Fortnite. Most people know the game. I am a Fortnite member. I don't know if you know that. It's a pretty big deal. I pay $11 a month, apparently, to be a member of this thing, and they give me V-Bucks, and I can buy things related to the game, and it's quite fun. And that's what we're going to do today, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for joining us, and let's have some fun. We always say this, because it's actually true, but we are not sponsored on this stream. But I say that so I don't get sued for openly drinking Rockstar. I mean, if you look back there, it looks like it looks like they sponsor me. You would think that they would give me free stuff just because I mentioned them on the stream. You would think they would. You would think, hey, here's a guy. He's look at that. Look at it. Just grab it. Just grab one. Hey, let me grab one. Here, let me grab one. There it is. How did I do that? Here, want me to do it again? All right, let me do it again. Here we go. Let me just grab. I want to grab one of these rock stars. There we go. Whoa, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't think you were going to get that today. You didn't think you were going to get that kind of artistry, is what it is. Let's adjust our camera, and let's jump right into this wonderful game. Wonderful game. Wonderful. And I'm in a wonderful mood. I would say I'm generally a happy person. I would say so. If someone was to say, like, if someone at one point somebody's going to interview me, even if it's like the neighbor down the street or something, and someone's going to ask me, you stream, are you in a good mood, or do you find yourself to be a relatively happy person? I would say yes. I'm a relatively happy guy. The only thing that ever depressed me was the idea of working for a living. It was always kind of a sad thing. Like, I was always happy to go to work, but then I didn't like work. I didn't like the people there. I liked the job I could get used to. And there's probably all kinds of issues with me, why I can't just go to a workplace and fit in with everybody, but I can't. I never feel like it's been my destiny, if you will, to be stuck in a workplace. I just never felt like that was my destiny. This feels more like my destiny. To be creating some stuff, playing some games, having some fun, and this is what we do, folks. Now, apparently, there's supposed to be a new update soon. I know not of that. I know not. Not that I know. Not I. And this is my new. Look at this funny-looking monkey thing. It's so funny. It's so cute. It's a woman, which I don't really want to be a woman. I'd rather be a guy. But it's such a cool thing. So we're going to play with it. Fortnite OG has been my money maker lately. I just really enjoy playing it. I got my first victory last week playing Fortnite OG. So we will play some Fortnite OG. And we're just going to run some Fortnite for the next couple hours, I think. Why don't we set our alarm? I'll set my alarm to go off at when I think probably we'll finish. Excuse me. Woo. What's the temperature here? 76 degrees. That seems like a pretty good temperature. Life is incredibly good. I'm a pretty simple guy. As I said, I'm relatively happy. I think the reason why I'm always in a pretty good mood is because I'm a relatively simple guy. And I guess like right now, I have 4 days to myself, right? I could use this 4 days. I could go to a mall somewhere in Northgate, which is near where I live in Seattle. I could rent a space, right? Rent a kiosk, find some shit to sell, and sell some shit in a kiosk. Then I could try to like find girls to hit on or women. Try to find a woman at the local kiosk, and the one down the kiosk down there, the one across over there by the pretzel place, by Annie Ann's Pretzels. I could try to hook up with her after work. It's tough selling this stuff. Hey, you want to go make out? Blow me in the back of this car, I guess I could do that, I guess I could live that life, make money, go out there, hustle. Nah, I'd rather do this. Got some shit to say, even if it's not serious. People always think, hey, if you have something to say, it's got to be political, or it's got to be earth changing, or you got to sit and think about it real hard. It's like sometimes you'll notice if you're like spending a lot of time thinking about stuff randomly, creatively, just thinking, what about this? What about that? Maybe you do have something to say. That's why I'm taking the day to tell people. I encourage people to stream. Before I started streaming, there was a guy named Moist Critical. I'm not kidding. And I didn't even know who he was. And he was this really annoying looking guy. I'll be honest, he kind of annoyed me because he was good looking, and he had long hair, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you dick. Isn't that me? I'm sorry, but that's how I felt. And then I saw this video, I don't know why, and I randomly chose it, and he was telling people, he encouraged people to stream. It was like, yeah, you should be creative, do it. And I was already on that road, but hearing that guy say that made me feel like it was very nice. And by the way, I love that guy now. Like, he's actually he seems like a good person. And so that's what I strive for. I'm gonna be the streamer that's like actually trying to be a good person. And a nice person and a caring person. Do I say shit that's kind of stupid and mean about people? Yes, I do sometimes. I'm working on not doing that. I don't really want to be that person. I want to be more like a moist critical as far as that goes. In every other way, I'm 100% different than moist critical because we're just different guys. He's good looking, he's a good dancer, he does his taxes on time. I don't have those luxuries. Hey, I did my taxes on time this year, though. Ladies and gentlemen, let's drop down, if we may. Somebody was here already, probably. Because of the bullets. Like, why would there just be ammo just sitting there? There's gotta be some weapons somewhere. Fudge sickles. And that's me. I don't curse anymore. I'm just kidding. I'll curse all the time. I'm gonna fucking curse. Okay. Yeah, this is really not very fruitful at all. Issue is, I've got nothing going here. And there's people all over the place. Let's wait until people kind of go away and then we'll try to... Look, there's people right there. That sucks, man. Alright, let's get out of here. At least we're going in the right direction. We'll figure it out. Is that a player? Oh, good. There's something here. Still no weapons, really, though. I mean, honestly, a good shotgun can get you very far in this game. And I know because I'm a winner. Once you win that, when you get that first game under your belt that you win, it feels good. You feel more confident. Pump shotgun, tactical shotgun. I think tactical shotgun sounds better to me. Alright, I hear it, yeah. Backpack full, what is that bush thing? Oh, that might be interesting. You know what, I think I know what that's gonna be. Oh, good, okay, great. Yeah, that's nice. Let's get rid of the glider. So now we got a shotgun. Okay. We're looking good now. We got stuff. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Grenade launcher. All right, let's see what's going on out here. There might be some shit. Some people. Let's take a look. Sometimes you catch people coming in, trying to run in, hurry in. Gotta get in there before the thing seals up, and you gotta, yeah. All right, let's go. See, we're going the wrong way. Submachine gun is really nice. I love this monkey doll thing. That's pretty cool. Alright. Gotta move here. It's a great game because there's something about the hunt. There's the calm inside the hunt. And then, of course, once you find somebody, it gets very exciting very quickly. But there's something about it. I like it all. I like the excitement. Obviously, who doesn't love the part where you kill somebody or you're being killed or whatever? That's fun. But the hunt itself, the quiet part of it, I like. Just you and the outdoors, you know? Like, why do I have to go outdoors? Like, aren't I pretty much outdoors right now? Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you gotta be careful. The sniper rifle is not to be messed with. People think, I'm gonna mess around with that guy. No. I'll kill you. But the excitement leading up to that, it's all good. It's all good. Is the guy we got? I think it is. How close are we here? Okay, we gotta move. Anything good here? Alright, let's go. What's this? What is that? Tell me what it is right now. Okay, go. Just kidding. Just kidding. Thanks, joking. I was trying to think, like, is a girl's sense of humor important for attractiveness? And it is, actually, ultimately. It is, you gotta be more than attractive, I think. I mean, just in general, I guess, yeah. Streaming for sure, yeah. It helps to have more than just a cute face. And why do I say that? Because I'm always thinking about cute girls. Isn't everybody always thinking about what they're attracted to? Then I realize I'm just attracted to women, like, in general. It doesn't really matter. Okay, hold on a second. What happened there? Somebody was building something, and then they lost steam, it looks like. Alright, we're inside now. So where we get kind of sneaky. Trying to be sneaky. It's a funny looking character to sneak around with. Let me just say that right now. Oh, I already said it. I don't need to say it again. Okay, let's go. Yes. What's with the mushroom thing? The mushrooms do anything for you? Oh yeah. Oops. He's in there. Five players left. Let's settle. Hold on. This is the circle here. Four players left. I'm one of them. I think we want to kind of stay low here. Let's try to look around, see what we can find here. Let's see what happens here as this thing clears. We should be right inside here. Yeah. Easy does it. Okay, that was excellent, though. It hurts to lose that, I'll tell you, but it feels really good to get that far, though. And that's what you're dealing with now. We're on a level now. That being said, even though we are playing great stuff, right? We're playing really good games. I want to qualify it. You should never really qualify things, maybe. Like, maybe it's not a good idea to qualify stuff, but I'm going to qualify it anyway. And here's the qualification. The qualification is this. We're not building anything. I mean, I don't think that's that important. It doesn't... look, if it came down to it, I'm going to start building stuff. It just doesn't seem to really matter. And also, another thing I've learned, although I'm not qualifying this, but I like playing OG. I think it's seasoning me and making me a better player. I would like to rank up, but I feel like I want to get myself better and then play ranked. So I like what we're doing. I like the OG. Let's play a little battle royale. This is unranked because I want to jump into this map. This map is this is of course the Cartman land. This is the one with the South Park characters. This will resonate. This map resonates with people. I don't know, I don't really do things just to resonate with people, but, you know, the viewers or whatever. Let's see how we do in this battle royale. That was fun. God, you know what I wish I would have done though? I kind of wish I had my sniper rifle and snipe that son of a gun. I love the second place, of course. Look at this. This character is making me smile inside of my skin. Have you ever smiled inside of your skin? I have, and it's lovely. Wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. Somebody spray painted that tree. I'm gonna have to chop it down now. Can you chop at the rocks? No. Alright, let's jump into another game here. I'm pretty excited. I guess I should talk about it. We're gonna get a Steam Deck. I'm still trying to figure out like how I want to do it. I saw a Steam Deck and it was like... How much did it cost? It was like $300 or something. 300, like it would end up costing like $350. But it didn't have a lot of space on it, and that was my concern. Like, it didn't have a lot of, like... You know, you need space for games and stuff. And then I saw one that was, like, almost $700, but it was 4 TB of space. And I was like, that sounds like something I could... I mean, it's worth it. And it does make sense, because you are going to spend, like, almost $100 for, like, a T. For a terabyte. That works to be about that. So that actually is, even though it sounds like a crazy price, but you're going to invest in that in the future anyway, especially if you're a streamer. It makes a heck of a lot of sense as a streamer to get a Steam Deck and to get a shitload of space. So that's my thought on it, and I'm very excited to talk about it because we've been talking about, you know, getting a Steam Deck, but it's mostly just been like, I really want one, and now that I'm getting my taxes back, and it looks like I'm gonna go, oh my god, there's a guy right there. It looks like I'm gonna have to fight this guy right away, but there's nothing. Oh good, okay. Alright. We might as well fight him, huh? What else you got in there, pal? That's great. It's good that they put the fish there. People won't know it's me. There we go. Okay. We got some shit. We've got the shit. You gotta have that shit. We've got the funk. I wonder if the water gets me, like, because of the material of my skin, of my character. Just the water just makes it all uncomfortable. Gotta keep moving this way, I think. Alright, let's get into it. What do we got down there? It's very pretty. Look at that. Very nice. I think I might get a fishing game eventually. It seems to be a very cool thing. We've already established that I'm a gamer guy. I'd rather be doing this than going outside for real. I'd rather do a camping simulator than actually camp. Which is true. So maybe if I get a fishing game, that would be fun. Maybe we will. With the Steam Deck, all things are possible. Oh yeah, we were just here. I keep forgetting that I was here already. Been so many places, done so many things. So there could be somebody in here. Probably not, though. Sorry, I couldn't close it. What's this back here? Shotgun. Ooh, yeah, okay. Ooh, yeah. Fight, fight. Oh, nice. Okay, we got a little bit of a scope thing going on here. I like it. I like the trail. There we go. I was getting so annoyed. I was about to run out of there because I couldn't. I was running out of ammo. That was actually good, though. That was fun. I had a good time with it. I mean, I'm having fun. I'm gonna have fun either way. I'll tell you what, I actually really like OG better. I think the map is a little bit more fun for me. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. Maybe, why am I? Oh, it's because I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain. That's why I talk this way. Somebody was talking to me the other day about this game, and they were saying, like, there's a guy that they play with. They're like, oh, this guy I play with. I was like, who cares? This guy sounds like a douchebag. And he probably is. But the douchebag had a good... He likes to play these games. Like, there's these games here that are like these weird games that have nothing to do with Fortnite. And, I thought about it, and I was like, does anybody really play those fucking little games? People do, but I would imagine most people are here for the Battle Royale. I can't imagine, you know what I mean? It's like going to, like, Kentucky Fried Chicken for the salad. If they had salad. I don't know if they have salad. That goes to show you I'm not a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I had Kentucky Fried Chicken about 3 weeks ago. I got it from DoorDash. It was maybe one of the most delicious things I've ever had, but it's not a sustainable thing. It's just too expensive for one thing. But I got like a big fucking 6-piece thing. And the gravy and the mashed potatoes, for some reason I was like really more interested in like the biscuits and gravy and stuff. But the chicken was delish. And of course it was not like a one-time meal. That was like, I got like 3 or 4 meals out of that shit. Because I mean, 6 pieces of chicken, 6 huge pieces too. It wasn't like legs or like drumsticks. It was like 2 breasts, 2 back. And I'm saying 6. It might have even been more pieces. It felt like more. It was probably just 6. And then it came with 2 mashed potatoes, which is way too much, and gravy, which is way too much, and the biscuits, which was just right. The biscuits were great. Kentucky Fried Chicken, we're not sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, but if there's anybody I'd be more proud to sponsor, it would be Kentucky Fried Chicken. Of all the places that I'd want to sponsor, I feel like Kentucky Fried Chicken is one of those balanced sponsors. Just, it represents everybody. Black, white, green, yellow, purple, orange, camouflage, whatever color you are. Vitiligo? Isn't there a color called vitiligo? I thought there was. Wait, there is a color. There is like a color called vitiligo or something. Hold on. I think it's a skin condition. Is there a skin condition called vitiligo? Oh yeah. Pronounced vitiligo. Yeah, I'm right. Vitiligo. Vitiligo, an autoimmune system that causes your skin to pigment. That's right. The dude from The Wizards has a girlfriend. There's this really pretty model who's like, normally her skin is like really brown, but because she has vitiligo, her skin is like it's just weird markings. I say weird, but it's just more strange and wonderful because she's very pretty. Vitiligo. Speaking of Vitaly, I wonder what's going to happen to that guy. So the guy named, does anybody know the streamer named Vitaly? So apparently he was released from prison. He went to like Thailand or one of those countries and just acted like an IRL streamer and basically just did a lot of horrible things to people and then actually got arrested and was in jail for 9 months. and he literally just got out. But apparently, I don't think he's going to be let back into America again. Thank God. I wonder if that guy's learned his lesson. I doubt it. It's really weird about people. They don't learn their lessons. I've been to a brig in a military prison for about a month. 18 days, actually. Because when you're in there, you're counting. Trust me. Alright, here we go. This is for real now. I gotta go back in there. I gotta go back in there. I gotta get some weapons, and I gotta finish. If I need to kill this person, I will. But I just gotta get some more weapons here. Okay, that's good. I got a shotgun now. I can go finish the job now. I need to. Finish the job. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Nice. That's how you do it. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Do you have anything there? Who cares? No, grab that, grab that. I mean, there's a lot of shotguns here. I'm okay with the shotguns these days, but I'm looking for something a little bit more substantial. Okay, let's keep moving here. I've got to keep on moving. Last night I had a crazy dream. I was in the Hano, in the Hano. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Da-da-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Actually, we are dying. Nobody gonna break my stride. That's the direction we want to go in. Let's go in here and see what's in here. Is there anything in here? Okay. Oh, okay. I think we're kind of like in both sides. I feel like we're fucked here. It's a good way to go. That was good. I like that. Where's it coming from? Oh, okay, okay. Fuck you. The fuck? Fuck! Come on, I just hit you in the head, but not with a very good gun. But you know what? We both know who the better player was. I'm kidding. It did great. They are, I guess. Apparently, they're the better player because they ended up with the kill. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting our feet wet here. We're just getting it going. Let's get those subs in. Isn't it great that I'm not that kind of streamer? It feels good not to be that guy. Let's go, guys. Sub. Come on, you guys. Jennifer Macaroni 347 says, "Hey, you're doing a great job, Van Pebble." Hey, Jennifer Macaroni 357. Fuck you, Jennifer Macaroni. Poor girl. She just, you know. There is a Jennifer Macaroni 357 out there, and I feel bad. Because she's thinking, oh, how did he know? What if she stops playing Fortnite because of that? Because I bullied her. See, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to bully people. I don't want to bully Jennifer Macaroni 357. Jennifer Macaroni 357 is bullied by many people. And that's not, you don't want to be that person. You don't want to bully people. Especially Jennifer, I mean, Macaroni. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. That was a fantastic game right there. It is. I'm having a good time. That's the important thing. Listen, I think we're getting good at this game now, and I say that because when actually, I'm gonna take that back. I do think we're getting good at this game. I think the reason that we're having so much fun is we're playing the OG map. When I was playing the ranked games, I was having issues. I was getting killed way too quickly. I also think I was guilty of not taking enough time. Like right now, because I have a really good ass. I have a nice ass. Look at that. I have a nice ass right there. I'm actually enjoying looking at that ass. So that's fun. And I'm just taking more time going down there. And I apologize for speaking sexually. Sorry. I'm not trying to turn people off here. I do have sexual urges. Sorry. I try not to be too sexually explicit. But that's the reason why I put up the explicit stuff, like sexually suggestive, violent things, you know. Because from time to time, I'm going to drink a beer on stream. From time to time, you know, mostly I'm not. But just in that one instance when you do, you're covered. Like, I don't smoke pot, so I'll never be smoking a joint, but like, if that did happen one day, what the fuck, you know? I probably would never do that, though. Even if I was smoking pot, I wouldn't do it on stream, I don't think. I'm a security guard, and I don't know where that really fits in. I mean, I know my boss probably doesn't really care, but it's probably smart not to, like, flaunt something like that. Like, no flaunting, you know? Nobody likes a flaunting thing. And it's always a good excuse if somebody doesn't like you, or just for, not that my boss doesn't like me, but if somebody is like, I don't know, who knows, you know, it's a tough world out there, man. Why give people ammunition, you know? Okay, let's go. We better get some shit quick here. Alright, that's good. This should hide our footsteps, I think. That's loud. But there we go. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna hold me down. I've got to keep on moving. Last night I had a crazy dream. I mean, I think my time period, like the 80s, we had the best gay music ever. Think about it, dude. We had that, Nobody Gonna Break My Stride. I mean, has that even been topped to this day? We had the fucking Culture Club, dude. Come on. I'm a man, come and go. Come a chameleon. Man, that's good stuff. Come on, that holds up incredibly well. We had George fucking Michael, dude. Go fuck yourself. And it seems like he did very often, but he was a great artist. It's hard to see that. It was hard to see some of these guys die. It's like, come on, guys. Don't you understand? I don't know. Hey, they had bad, what's this TV thing? I don't like TVs. Kidding. That was my punk rock moment. Like, smash the TV. I never had my band moment. I was never in a band. I'm not musical. Everyone should have their moment where they're in a band and they play in front of a crowd and they go to a hotel and they trash the hotel. Shouldn't everybody have that? I feel like everybody should have that. I thought that was a person. That's why I came up here. Isn't that funny? Hey, you know what? I thought that was a person. Person. Oops. I'm literally, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm literally throwing health packs at them. I literally threw my health packs. That's what I just did. I threw my health packs at them. I'm going to repeat that. No, I'm not. I can't believe I just threw my fucking... Because I was trying to find my weapon, and it was overwhelming. And this is the one they want me to say, how was your feedback on that fucking horrible run? You know what my feedback? It was terrible. It was my fault. That's what it was. You need, huh? You want that? We're having too much fun here. It is fun stuff. We had the best gay, like, I know, like, some of you guys count, like, Lady Gaga's gay, but she's not gay. Madonna's not gay either. Like, those aren't gay people. Well, like, modern day gay, I'm sure there's a lot, but really, like, really good musicians gay, we had the best. You're talking about, like, unique, we had it, pal. We had it. Hey, dude, you know what we had? We had a fast car. We had that chick, Tracy Chapman. She sang like a lesbian. That song was fucking great. Everybody loved that song. And it was about a black lesbian. And there's no way that I could have ever related to a black lesbian had I not listened to that song. Like, do you really think a white kid from the suburbs? Yes, I'm Italian. Yes, my old man looks like Vinnie Barbarino. But I'm white. All right, I understand it. I get it now. I'm a white guy. The influences that we had when we were growing up were a lot of black and all that shit. It was because of music. And that's why now I think I might be a black lesbian. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm doing bits now. It's bits and skits. I literally thought that was my phone. It sounded like a phone ring. Tracy Chapman, Fast Cars. When that song came out, like, first of all, we had the best music at that time anyway. We had the music that we had. Basically, you had your radio stations, and you probably had like 4 or 5 FM big stations, and you had some AM shit. But AM stations weren't playing like Tracy Chapman. I would listen to AM because I would listen to sports radio, and you could really have to go to AM for that. So I liked sports talk, even when I was a little kid. But as a little kid, we would listen to, like, you know, pop radio and shit. And they were playing Tracy Chapman. It's amazing that Tracy Chapman was, like, popular back then because, yeah, you think about, like, a black lesbian acoustic. Because I believe that was like kind of more of an acoustic song. And it was basically like, from what I understood about it, and I never knew, but like it seemed like maybe there was some abuse happening in her life or something, according to the lyrics. Let me ask Copilot. Copilot's good. And we'll just hang here for a second. Copilot loves this. Can you call me Van Pebble? We're streaming.
Ah, Van Pebble in the house. So tell me.
Van Pebble in the house, indeed. So can you do me a favor? We were just talking about Tracy Chapman, Fast Cars.
Absolutely. Tracy Chapman's Fast Car is an iconic tune. Now, obviously, I won't be belting it out for you.
No, but it's a great song, right?
Absolutely. It's one of those timeless classics that just hits you right in the feels every time.
What's the genesis of that song? Do you know what what are the lyrics about?
Yeah, there's a lot of heart in Fast Car. It's basically about longing.
Longing for what? Lesbian black lovers?
Well, I think it's more about longing for change in a different life, really.
Right, of course. Yes, sorry.
No worries at all. It's all good.
So it's about change. So she's saying you get a fast car, basically drive away from. Is there abuse? Something going on? What are they escaping from?
Yeah, got it. It's kind of about escaping those tough circumstances.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Oh, I got to get back to the game. I'll talk to you in a second. Okay.
Of course. Jump back into your game and have fun with it.
And if you have a fast car, I would recommend driving it.
Oh, absolutely. If you've got a fast car waiting in the driveway, that's practically an invitation to hit the road and start the venture.
Right on. Okay, I'm gonna die. Bye.
Hey, no doubt. But seriously, have a good time whatever you're doing. And we talk about it.
Thanks. Actually, we could still talk like this.
The chat room just like this.
So
just go ahead.
So it's basically about. We'll just finish this up real quick. It's basically about escaping like your problem. Like she wasn't highlighting any specifics, right? In the song.
We're talking about. So it's like a general message about escaping your troubles without getting into the nitty gritty. Makes sense. So is there a part of the song that really resonated with you?
Yeah, the black lesbian part really resonates with me. You know what? And honestly, it sounds like I'm being silly because I am, but it is actually. Because when I was a kid, this is what we were talking about on the stream. I was a white suburban kid. To hear a black lesbian like that talk about, obviously she was singing about her female lover. It's like, it's a different world. And I was talking about how great our music was and that we had some of the best gay musicians of all time. Because think about it, we had George fucking Michael, god damn it.
Absolutely, and George Michael was just white.
Total. Wasn't he like one of the first gay? Like, because I don't remember it being something that you could just come out and say, I'm gay, Like, obviously, Elton John, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, George Michael and both made waves, but coming out back then wasn't like flipping a switch. It was a whole...
No, it wasn't.
And I think it's fascinating to see how that visibility's grown. So, on that note, do you feel like there's anyone today who kind of carries that torch in a way that stands out to you?
Yeah, me. I'm just kidding. No, that's what we were talking about. There's nobody today. Like, and not like on the level that we had it. Honestly, like we really had special sauce because, so to speak, because we had like iconic. I mean, come on, man, these guys are iconic.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Those folks were absolute trailblazers. It's like they brought a totally new flavor to the table, and it's just stuck around in the best way. So, if you could pick one of those iconic artists to have dinner with, any era.
Oh, George Michael for sure, yeah. And you know what? I might give him Reach Around. I mean, he's George fucking Michael, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gay or anything at all. I've got no tendencies. But if George fucking Michael is like, pardon my language, but if George Michael is like, hey, mate, what do you think? I'd be like, of course, man. Careless Whisper. Like, get over here. Yank, yank, yank. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the Yankees if that guy has dinner with me. And I'm not, there's nothing else going on there because, like I said, I'm not interested. But I'm yanking the crank on that one. He deserves it.
Sure. I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. What is it? I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just curious which George Michael story or song you'd want to dig into first, you know? There's got to be one that really hits home.
Well, I like his like speedy stuff, like when he was doing Faith, like it's all about faith, faith, faith. Ah. Like to me, those are the days that I just remember that being really interesting when it came out, and like really good. Like who cares that it's gay? Like nobody cares about that. When you hear that song, I don't think like gay. I think like, oh, it's only something a gay person would understand. I go, no, faith is something everybody understands. And you gotta have faith, don't you? Yeah. It's a great song. And he's a great artist. And he was definitely him. And I was talking about Culture Club as well. How they really are like, I don't want to say they're underrated because obviously they're mega super zillionaire stars. But they're like kind of important for the culture. And especially today, like LGBT is, you know, just a normal part of life now, which is great. But they're musically, I don't see them being, but I'm also not connected to it. So I could just be talking from a straight guy's perspective. And we were also very limited in what we had back then. We only had, I was telling that story too, how we only had radio and limited play. Like now you can, the internet, you've got like everybody in the world. So you've got stars from all over the world. We just had what they gave us, which was cream of the crop, you know, George Michael, Culture Club, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Back then, you know, you really had this curated selection of what the big labels wanted you to hear, and now it's like the whole world at your fingertips. So if anything, you not being connected to it kind of makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you keep cutting in and out. I'll come back and talk to you later, okay?
Absolutely, no problem at all. I'll let you go and we'll pick this up whenever you're ready.
Thanks, co-pilot. Good talking to you.
You got it. It's good chatting with you. We'll catch up soon.
Cheers. That's co-pilot lover. Or it, I should say. I'm partial to, I like the female voice a lot. That's a really good voice, actually. You know what's funny? They don't think that they're, like, they don't, like, if I ask that co-pilot, like, are you, like, British? Like, what is that accent? They go, what accent? I don't have an accent. It's clearly, like, accented. But they don't think so. Stupid fucking AI. Just kidding. I love it. It's great. It actually is AI is a huge part of my life. I use it for work all the time. It's like a really important to me actually, because I'm not like the best at writing stuff, and in my job as a security guard, I got to write reports a lot, and I just use AI. It's really helpful to write reports. Otherwise, that report is garbage, and I got to write reports on the fly too. Like shit happens quickly, and I got to get it down. So if I can verbally just say it and just have AI take care of it, it's been very helpful. Let's see what we got here. We got some guns here, man. We got guns, pal. What is this, like, random flower bed thing? Okay. Whatever, man. Hey, man, whatever. Yeah, we had the best music. We didn't have the best music. Because there is better music nowadays. I have heard it. There's a few bands that are really, really good. But like, and things just get better. It's like the NBA. Everything gets more talented and better. But as far as like iconic and like, we had way more iconic shit. Like Men at Work. Have you ever heard that band, Men at Work? There is a lyric in there that I was thinking of the other day that made me laugh so hard. He says, I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and made me breakfast. And I was like, and I kept thinking about that lyric, how good that was. Like, even when I think about it, I just want to hear that song. Okay, let's focus here. We got to focus in. That's what we got to do. I see somebody kind of like in the far distance. Like right there. Oh, man. Buddy, you ruined it. You ruined everything. You ruined it. Jerk. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and made me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under? Men at Work is always going to be like one of the greatest bands of all time. The guy's voice is amazing. It's just great. It's just great. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in, made me breakfast. The thing that's great about those lyrics is it sounds like she just woke up one day and just like said it. Like it's almost more poetry than like music. Like imagine you're saying that. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in, made me breakfast. It's almost like a joke. I met a strange lady. It's like, imagine the guys on doing stand-up. It would be funny, I think. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. Took me in, made me breakfast. Haha, hee hee. That's a fucking cactus. I thought it was a person. And you know what? That was a good kill, that last kill, but I was gonna get like a much better kill out of it. I had a fucking nice snipe set up, and the guy blew it and ruined it for me. Son of a gun. That son of a gun. We don't curse on the stream. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Van Pebble. That's why I try not to say, like, I try to set parameters, but sometimes it's hard to keep the parameter. Like I always said, like, we don't drink, we don't do drugs, which we don't. But sometimes I do drink, and the last couple of weeks I've just gotten some beer, a little bit of whiskey, and it's like, I feel like you feel a little bit of a hypocrite sometimes when you're like, I guess as long as you're straight up. I think my thing is like, I don't like claim that. I'm not like the Bert Kreischer of gaming. You know what I mean? I'm like, I gotta be drinking if I'm playing. Every time I get a kill, take a shot. You know, like that would be stupid. That's what the difference between me and a college kid. A college kid streamer is going to be like, hey man, every time I take a shot, every day, and that's the difference. I'm not that. That's stupid. That's the dumb thing. Bill Maher. Hey everybody, give me a second here. Bill, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's up, man? Well, I heard you talking on your stream. Is that what it's called now? A stream? It's kind of ridiculous, don't you think? But anyway, I think you're dumb. All right, thanks, Bill. I'm gonna get back to the game. You're just gonna insult me? Sorry, buddy. Bye-bye. Come see me on Club Random sometime. Or maybe don't, if you catch my drift. Jesus Christ, what a cynical fuck that guy is. I don't think I like Bill Maher. I don't think I like his attitude. Shit, why do I feel so exposed right now? Because the plane flying above is making you feel like... Where are we at, by the way? 5 people left? Alright, let's try to focus in here. We have a lot of tools in our belt here. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and made me breakfast. See, that's what I would do if I was a jerk-off scumbag. I would just be sitting way up high and waiting for somebody to snipe. These pieces of shit, losers. Meanwhile, I'm the guy doing it. It's hilarious. Meanwhile... Alright, let's go. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. Took me in and made me breakfast. Breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from the land down under?" Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Yeah. We're gonna walk very carefully. Actually, the music that I was singing goes perfectly with this desert thing going on here. You know, this whole desert thing, you know? You know, you got this whole desert thing going on, pal. What is this? Oh, I'm gonna try to snipe on this. I want some snipe action, actually. I'm looking for sniping. That's what I'm looking for. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and made me breakfast. Here we go. Do you come from a land down under? Oh, there's only 2 people left. Okay, cool. Alright, let's be careful then. We can. Let's get this win, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and made me breakfast. She said, "Do you come from a land down under?" This isn't the time to open up a fucking case, you cunt. He says to himself. Let's mow him down. Watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't sure if we were going to pull that off, actually. I wasn't sure if we were going to pull it off because I did realize I'm in mid snipe right there. I'm sitting there with a sniper and I'm like, this doesn't usually work. But the thing that we did that I like right there is that we pulled out the big gun, which is like the bigger guns that have like the Tommy gun type of thing. If you could get a gun like that for a finisher, you're pretty much guaranteed to get some kind of a victory. The fact that he ducked that made me realize, okay, that's not going to work. And that's when we got but the good thing about the sniping is it's a very powerful bullet, and if you can get a hit, there's a good chance you can one-shot someone. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a victory, and that will be clipped. Believe that. And it feels so much better to calmly win than just be all excited and like usually when we lose, it's like, oh man, it feels good to just be like, hey, we got the victory there. Ladies and gentlemen, there is our first solo victory of the day. Will it be the only one? Could it be one of several? Who knows? Doesn't matter. The fact that we got that victory at all is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And it certainly makes it worth, I feel like it makes it worth slightly more. Look, I was streaming this game at the beginning. It was tough to stream. The reason why is because we sucked. You know, obviously you play a game and you die like 20 times within 2 hours and you die within the first 2 seconds. It's not a very good look for you. But when you start playing like that, and obviously we've had some pretty good play today. That was clearly our best game so far. And you know, some would say go out like that. I'd say, you know, let's keep playing. We're here to play. We're not, you know, there's some streams where I will let you know behind. I'll open the door and let you see. You know what I'll let you do? You're gonna see the wizard right now. Sometimes I look at a stream, and every stream I want it to have a sort of a beginning, a middle, and an end. Honestly, that's no secret. But sometimes you do a stream, you go, let's peak. You can sort of feel like a peak in a valley. And then other times there is no peak and valley. There is no peak and there is no valley. You just keep going. And that's what today is. Today is like, there may be some highs, there may be some lows, but overall it's just going to be, this is more of the streams you're used to. This is like the XQC streams that you, these guys that just play for hours at a time. We're going to play this game for 20 hours today. 20 hours. No, I'm just kidding. We'll probably play for like another 20 minutes. All right, I'm a liar. What do you want? Loving it. Having fun with the OG. That is true though. Usually, like I'll feel like if within like an hour and a half, you feel like, how did we do? You know what I mean? But in this case, I'm like, let's just keep playing. We're having a great time. We're in an interesting place with this game where we're getting better at it, and we're just building our skill. And the only way to build skill is, I'll give you multiple choice. The best way to gain skill is spending more money, putting in the reps, or masturbating. Which one is it? Which one do you think? Of course it is putting in the time, money. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to drop down. I think. Yeah, now it's no choice. There's no choice now. We have to go down here now. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. That is an interesting thing. Like, I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. Right? She made me nervous. Then all of a sudden he takes a fucking turn. She took me in, made me breakfast. It's like, if that lyric, you know what it is for me, why I'm obsessed with that? Because to me, that is when I think of like another country, especially like New Zealand or Australia or England, I think of their way of thinking and talking, and that kind of encapsulates it for me. Where it's like, I met a strange lady, she made me nervous, she took me in, made me breakfast. It's like, that is so Australian. You are so Australian. Oh my god, you're so Australian. Yeah. Let's do this. I met a strange lady. She met me in the house. What I like to do is jazz it up a little bit. We met a strange lady. She met me in the house. There was a guy that basically made a living singing like that. He had... Oh, I'm so lucky I didn't die there. He did the thing with his voice where he was this really muscular black guy, and he was like a gangbanger, like a cool, like, not like a gangbanger, like the lame-o fucking, hey, vato. Those guys are fucking corny as fuck. They don't even know it. But I hope I don't die by one someday, but like he was like a biker guy. He was like a biker, and he was this really tough black guy, like light-skinned black guy, but he sang like this, and he had a very famous song, like a bird, free. He had a song that goes, I don't know much, but I know I love you, and that may be all I need. No, that was literally the song. That was the song, and that was his style, and people fucking loved it. And it was, I don't think his singing is that good. I think the reason people like it is because when you look at the guy, you're relieved that he's not going to come and kick your ass. I know it sounds like a stand-up comedy thing or whatever. That's why stand-up comedy is so hack. Like, you could come up with a stand-up bit like in 2 seconds by just talking it out. That's why I don't. Yeah. No. But I really think that, like, that whole thing of, like, he was a tough guy, and you're kind of like, isn't it nice that he's not... Like, admittedly, as a security guard, there's times when I'll see, like, a really tough person, black or white, doesn't matter. But especially if it's a black guy, and he looks tough. And he's big guy, too, and whatever. And you're like, okay, it'd be nice to this guy. And then he's just, like... a really softly spoken guy. You're like, shwoo, and then you go from shwoo to being like, you know what, I like this guy. So maybe that's why people like that guy so much, because they were like, cool, he's not like killing us or raping our daughter. Meanwhile, who knows what he was really doing behind closed doors. I'm a big fan of the rocket launcher, big fan of the big guns. I think they're very good for this game. I don't know much, but I know I like big guns. And that may be all I need to use. Sometimes I use a bazooka, and sometimes I use the Tommy gun, but usually I use... That's the guy's name, Aaron Neville. That's right, that's the guy's name. I love it. That guy was such a big deal. That music was so depressing, because that music was great, but it was super mellow, and like being a kid at like 16 or 17, you just knew life was not going to be fun and mellow. And you would just listen to that music and be like, man, it must be nice to be older and just be living that relaxed lifestyle. Meanwhile, like, we knew life was going to be tough. All that music always just depressed me. Not because it was slow and depressed, but it was just like, yeah, that's what it was. If that makes sense to anybody, I hope it does. Yeah. Don't know. but I know I love you. And then the big song was The Bird on a Wire. There was a movie called Bird on a Wire, and it was this, like, romance movie, because we were big in the romance movies in the 80s. It might have been the 90s at this point. And it was the guy, Mel Gibson, it was Goldie Hawn, and I don't even know what the movie was about. I just know, like, they were in it together, and they were just, like, the biggest movie stars ever. And then that song was a big song from the movie, because movie soundtracks were big back then. If you could get a song on a movie soundtrack, that was it. You could just collect paychecks for the rest of your life, because then obviously the album, if it's good, that helps. There you go. I know what that guy was thinking. He was like, "You fucking pussy." He's like, "You need a fucking big gun to kill me, you fuck." And I was like, "Not really. I'll just kill you like this." I do like the bazooka, but I'm gonna need more bazooka ammo. There we go. I think I'm gonna change guns here. I'm gonna go with, what's he got here? He's got a legendary. Oh wow, that's really nice. And then he's got a pump shotgun. He's got a submachine gun. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here, man. I got some good guns here. Let's move it. I don't know much, but I know I killed you. And now you're dead, watching me play this game. But I know people don't remember Aaron Neville. Some people do. There's some kids out there that like listen to like a lot of that old music. You know, they probably call it old music. It is old. It's like 20 years old now, if not more. What do we got? Okay. Don't know much, but I know. We gotta move into the line here. Gotta move into the line. We got time though. Let's go see what he's got going on over here, because he might have some stuff. I mean, that was amazing what we found there from the other guy. Submachine gun rare. Rare, though. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. I love that. I love that saying. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's how I laugh. That's how I laugh now. It is great to have a good laugh, though. But I don't have a good laugh. I don't have a real laugh, I realized. I figured it out. Like, I really don't have a laugh. I don't know if it's like I'm too self-conscious or... I know it seems like we're out in the open, but that's good so I can see what the fuck's going on out here. Because it's a fucking jungle out there, folks. Gotta be careful here. I don't know much, but I know I killed you. Oh, cornfields. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I like that. That was fun. My mother is watching this. She's going, "Not fun." Oh, that's fun. That's what it's using. Oh, that's fun. I don't talk to my mother anymore. I don't talk to my mother. But if I did, she would go, "Are you having fun? That's all that counts." And she's right. You're right, Mom. Mom, you're right. guess what? He's dead now. Oh, somebody killed me. They must have been watching the entire time. That's a good game, though. We're giving you some good games here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're enjoying this with your family. You're all sitting around the campfire. What world am I envisioning here? You and your parents sitting around a campfire. Oh my god. Ba-da-da-da-dee. Let's go to the shop. Does anybody want to go to the shop with me? Yeah. All right, let's take a look at some of the skins. Because I want to buy a skin. Okay, these are the skins. Oh, look. This is kind of interesting. I don't know what Academy... See now, okay, this is what they do. They give me like these worlds that I don't know about. These are clearly people and characters that I don't know of. Excuse me. Okay, those are jam tracks. Alright, I just want outfits actually. Okay, so we'll just stick here. We got 1,300 points. I might not have enough to get anything. That's okay. We don't need to get anything. I've finally become that. You know, you ever see like someone go to the market with their kids and they're like they can't afford something? It's so sad to see it. And they're like, I don't go to the market anymore, but I remember when you would go and they would be like, Mom, and be, that's honey, we can't get that, honey. Or sometimes the parent would be like, that's okay, let him get it. And it's just like a pack of like lifesavers. You're like, oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're gonna call the stream right there. Is that where we're gonna call the stream? I feel like that's a tight stream, and even though I want to get into this idea of like a long play and we're playing all day, do we want to play all day? We have a lot of games here. We could get into much more than just that. There's other things to do than just play that game, and also we could come back and forth anytime we want, pal. That's gonna do it for this stream, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Van Pebble. We come on these streams, and that is to have fun. That's why we do it, to have fun. If that entertains you, then that's the bonus. My name is Van Pebble, and this is where we do a little advertisement for the channel. Please check out my social media. I have a social media presence. You will see me on Van Pebble on Twitter. Here's a tweet. Klay Thompson to the Lakers situation actually makes sense for the Lakers. Sure, Klay hasn't had a great season lately, but he's still dependable and he's a champion caliber player. That kind of presence is good for the locker room. So there you go. There's like a little thing. Here's... Ladies and gentlemen, please check out our Twitter, Van Pebble on Twitter. Van Pebble is on YouTube. Did you know that? He is. I is. We have 48 subscribers. That's not a lot, but hey, you know what? We have 543 videos. That's the number I pay more attention to, because that number on the left over here, that's gonna grow. This is the number here. This number on the right, you're more concerned about this number. Now, you're going to take this number here. You're going to come over here. Let me explain this to you like a football game. Now, he's going to take that number over here, and this is his view count. Now, he's going to take this number over here. Now, this number is insignificant because the number that really matters is the number of content downloads or CD. Now, he's going to take the CD, he's going to take the CD to the VC, he's going to go to the ABC, and he's going to go to the W, X, Y, and the fucking Z. Now, we all know that XYZ takes you down to the ha ha he. Ha ha he. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please go watch more. Go to the YouTube channel. You can watch more antics, more fun, more silliness, more gameplay. It's not just some guy running around just being a goofball. It's a guy running around being a goofball and playing video games. I've said it 1,000 times. It lets me let loose. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes we're more serious. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. I'm not always in this goofball mood. For sure not. But you know what? This is like my let off steam stream. And, but listen. We're here to talk about YouTube, and we're here to talk about Van Pebble. Van Pebble is on YouTube. We have a lot of videos. We don't have a lot of subscribers. You can help change one of those, and I'll change the other. Van Pebble, you know what I always tell people? I tell them, I take care of myself. I pay my own bills. I got this. I got me. I got it. But there's some people out there who go, hey, Van Pebble, Van Pebble, Van Pebble. I know you got it, buddy, but guess who else has it? I'm a rich guy. I got money, and I like you, and I want to give you some of my money. Well, if that's your thing, then you're the kind of guy I like, because this is how I like to put it. I don't need your money. I want your money. And if you want to give it to me, then I will take it. At Thomas Palvino on PayPal. If you're going to give me some money, at least tell me why you watch it, or what you like about it, or what you want me to use it for, or you don't have to say shit. That's your God-given right, and it's a constitutional right. At Thomas Palvino. That's the thing about Americans. We love to quote the Constitution. That's our thing. At Thomas Palvino, no spaces. Of course, PayPal. And no capital letters either. At Thomas Palvino. And ladies and gentlemen, you can also give me a Prime sub, but I'm not affiliated with Twitch, so whatever. That's why we don't really talk about the Prime sub anymore. That's it. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to go do my laundry. I got some laundry I need to dry. I really like this music a lot, and I really like you a lot. What do you think of that? You know who I like more than anything? Like you. People are vomiting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having a good day. And if I was you, I'd come back to Van Pebble's Twitch channel, because we're going to be streaming more today, and I don't think you're going to want to miss it. Are you one of those people that doesn't like to miss things? Then you won't want to miss this, because Van Pebble's playing video games later today. Thanks for watching the stream, everybody. Have a great day. Loosen it up a little bit if you want, or if you want to tighten it up, do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't hurt anybody in the process if you can help it. You know? I mean, you know. I said, you know. I said, you know. All right. I'm out of here. Thank you.